The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101. Q101, WKQX, WKQX HD1 Chicago, a Cumulus media station.
Now is your chance to qualify to win a trip to When We Were Young in Las Vegas. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
The best fest is Fest Fest. Q101.
Again, every week for the past month, giving you elite trips to the best places. And maybe this is the best of all right here, Las Vegas. For the When We Were Young Festival. It includes 2-night stay at the Resorts World, Las Vegas. It's October 20th, so you got time to plan. And you got My Chemical Romance, Our Guys Fall Out Boy, Pierce the Veil, Jimmy World, many, many more. It's a very nostalgic festival that is incredible, and you can be there. Plus, just for qualifying, you get Riot Fest passes.
Woo!
So here's the key word. All you do is text SIN, S-I-N, like Sin City, to 312-591-8300 for your chance to qualify. So text SIN to 312-591-8300 right now. Your chance to get a trip to Vegas for the fest. And it's sponsored by your Chicagoland Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And of course, it's from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. One more time, text SIN to 312-591-8300.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, well, the White Sox coming off of a bad run with the Yankees continued that against the Blue Jays, and they lost 9-3 last night. They'll do it again up there. They'll run it back. Cubs were off last night, but Dansby Swanson returns today for the Braves series, which is a pretty big deal. He's on the 10-day injured list, but really, he's been kind of injured the whole season. You know, they knew he had a knee issue in April and May, and finally May 10th, they put him down. I mean, they put him.
Oh my God! What'd they do to Dansby Swanson?
He's still a good person.
They had to take him out back, like those horses that fail in the Kentucky Derby.
My goodness.
All right, he's back. He's going to be back tonight, which is great. The Cubs have had, I think, 16 players so far go on injured reserve this year. I don't know. That sounds like a huge
had
number.
So many last year, too. It's just annoying.
Yeah. So many injuries, right.
I'm like, stop it.
I mean, even in that stretch where he was playing hurt, he had 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. So,
Can you imagine that's your hurt stats?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I know. Playing hurt, man. That's what they always say about, when the guys, like Case, by the way, talking about the Pacers winning and advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals in the NBA.
And let me just say, watch your tone before you say whatever you're about to say.
I'm actually going to make you feel happy for this.
Okay.
The Knicks players, they were saying, well, they got hurt, so that's why they lost. Well, if you get hurt, that's part of your resume. It's part of your DNA if you get hurt a lot, and you can't make excuses all the time like Dansby Swanson still hit 4 home runs hurt. So you still got to perform hurt because you're almost always hurt when you're playing this many games a year, especially in baseball with 162 and in basketball half that.
All you do is play. You don't do anything else.
That's right.
I agree with you, but it's different for the White Sox. They have so many injuries that, if they were healthy, they'd actually probably be the best team in baseball. Okay, all right, fine. You play with.
Fair enough. Argument. Okay, you got a good point.
You play with that Luis Robert Jr. See how it goes.
Hey, man, just take the needle and get in the game, like the old school days did. Just get out there and play.
Which needle?
Take the needle.
The pain med needle.
Oh, I thought even steroids.
Well, you could do that, too. I mean, not legally, but...
Back when the players cared, took steroids.
That's right.
Now no one cares.
Anything to win.
Yeah, amen.
Now I'm worried about my brand, so I can't go out there and take steroids and get pinched.
Yeah, God forbid you be a role model to children.
God forbid.
It's not their job. Their job is to get home runs.
That's right. Get on the
They didn't
field.
get signed to be a role model.
Kenzie
right.
cracking the whip.
How about
That's
it?
enough.
Remember when Charles Barkley had those commercials, I am not a role model? And that's just a long time ago, but he had that. And it was a good message out there because you're an athlete that's paid to win. You're not a role model. But some of them turn out to be nice role models, too.
I hate when they do that to, other people. They do the role model thing.
Force it on them, you mean?
Yeah, when they, back in the day, Britney Spears, hey... It's like, what? Why does she have to be? Don't let your kids not everyone's required to be. It's not everyone's destiny. They did it to Cardi B. This is what you want your kids looking up to? It's like, no, she's not. She's not on the Wiggles.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Put it on something else for your kids.
It's kind of wild as Harper's just gotten into Sesame Street.
I thought you were going to say Cardi B.
No. Well, but they have. When you said Cardi B, I wanted to think if she'd ever been on Sesame Street yet, because so many people get on Sesame Street to do those guest spots. I'm
Bunch
like,
of whores.
There's so many whores on Sesame Street.
Really?
yeah, I'm kind of like, whoa, they don't have much.
Oscar the Grouch runs into a bunch of hookers on the street.
Been waiting for that moment.
Have you ever seen James Gandolfini on Sesame Street?
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, talk about a guy. Listen, Sopranos is my favorite show of all time.
Mine too.
Not a role model in the show anyway. As a person, great person. But Tony Soprano.
Well, I don't think he walked on there and whacked somebody. Did he get like one of the Sesame characters shot?
I didn't see that part of it, but
He took Elmo to Bada Bing.
Yeah. Threw
Made
him,
it rain.
threw him in the lake with like cinder blocks tied up on this episode.
it's over with that Russian girl. He starts saying that on Sesame Street. All right, so the Chicago Bears finally, we said this announcement about the Bears saying season ticket holders would have an increase of 6 to 8% this year. Now, what they didn't tell season ticket holders, because the schedule got announced much later, which was last week, is that it's one less home game because they have a game in London. So ticket prices went up.
So if you're
One less
when you're a
game.
season ticket holder, you don't get the tickets to London.
Well, you don't, because it's a home game, even though it will technically be one of the home games went to London.
I know you don't, as like for the Cubs, right? Because we have season tickets, but there's like 4,000 games, so not worried about it. With Bears, it's like you only get like 7. I mean,
Do you remember when the Cubs played London last year? Did you get one as a season ticket holder?
no, you don't.
But you got
I'm
an
saying-
offer probably to buy them at a good price,
yes,
probably.
you got an offer to buy them at a good price. Also, again, the Cubs have an insane amount of games. Where
Right.
it's like, as a Bears season, you'd think you'd try to roll that in.
You would.
Because, how many home games are there again?
So there's 10. There's usually 10. There's going to be 9 because of that. Yeah.
There's 9 games. You're a season ticket holder.
And that counts a preseason games too, by the way.
I wish there's only 9 games for us.
So 1 preseason game, 8 regular season games. There should be 10, but the one's in London.
Yeah, you think they would do something. I don't know. Maybe they did offer them at a low price. Maybe.
Maybe they could have a party with snacks for them or something to watch the game from the field, maybe.
A party with snacks?
Yeah, invite people to a party.
Like locally?
Yeah,
on a
just have it
TV?
here. Yeah.
Like at a Buffalo Wild Wings?
That sounds like a great idea.
Well, they should do a tea party because the game will be in London.
Ah.
And do like beans on toast and all that awful English food.
Some little cucumber sandwiches for the guys.
Well, this is spiraled
boys.
in a terrible direction for fun.
Little Earl Grey?
Yeah.
I want to see a guy chug some Earl Grey. Go, go, go.
I put some Jägermeister in, then I'll do it. It'd be great.
You have to ruin a tea party. Good old tea party.
Listen, that tea party was ruined before I got involved. Let me tell you.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So we'll get you on the phone shortly for Pixie's Modest Mouse tickets for Klash with Kenzie. And this gives us a great excuse to play the greatest piece of audio ever on this radio show. And we'll play that in about 30 seconds because first, it leads into it. A daredevil named Reckless Ben. He's very famous on YouTube, apparently, but I don't know. There's so many guys there. I don't know. Do you know Reckless Ben?
I'm not a YouTube person.
I mean,
don't
you go on it, but you don't follow like a YouTuber.
No, I go on it to get like dancing fruit for the baby. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm kind of at.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
like, I need some strawberries with faces ASAP. My baby's losing it.
Yeah. Casey, you know who Reckless Ben is?
No, but if you go to YouTube and type in Reckless Ben, do you know what the first thing that pops up under his name is?
Dancing fruit?
No.
Damn, that's too bad.
It's Reckless Ben Scientology.
Ugh. Well, I'm sorry I'm playing this now, but he...
Well, he might be against it. He might have done an anti-Scientology documentary.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He went between 2 skyscrapers in Los Angeles. He was like 100 stories up on a tightrope, and he got interviewed afterward by some LA TV people that was just, of course, ran over there.
So the police are definitely after me, which is why it's very risky for me to be doing this interview. There's a police officer right there. If that police officer just turns his head and looks at me, I'm in jail. So it's like, I don't know. I gotta, but with great risk comes great rewards. It was very scary. I was looking down because like when you get scared, you start to shake, and then when you shake, the line shakes, then you fall off, and then I didn't want to fall, so you just have to calm your mind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why wouldn't the police officer look at him if he was trying to arrest him?
Yeah, if the cop was right there, I don't think he cared that much to arrest him. I mean, he's like kind of, yeah.
Man, I can get arrested right this second.
I'm so dangerous.
Well, he's reckless.
Yeah, it's very
What
reckless.
does he think? Like that he's like a dinosaur? Is he standing still like the cop can't see him? Like, okay. if he just turned his head and saw movement,
Don't
I'd be
move.
arrested.
Don't move.
I got him fooled now.
Yeah. I don't know. We love playing the YouTuber audio, like the greatest piece of audio of all time when the paraglider. Now, this guy lived, and he did get hurt. He got pretty hurt.
But he's okay. He's recovering.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I laughed so hard at this, but I think you will as well. The paraglider audio when he had to call 911 when he crashed his little flying machine.
Oh, man. 48 miles per hour. Come on, baby. Oh.
Okay, write it out. I know it sounds terrible. Write it out with
How are
me.
you deciding?
Hang in
Brian's
there.
the worst person ever.
It's about to get super funny.
I know I'm not a good person for laughing at this, but just write it out with me. Come on, here we go.
Call 911. Hey, Siri, call 911. Call 911. Emergency.
See, write it out with me. It's going to get funny in a
Oh
second.
my God, you're so evil.
Oh, here we go.
911 emergency.
Help me, please. I crashed my flying machine.
Isn't there like a Simpsons character who has that nasally voice? Right? Am I making that up?
No, I think you're right. I'm trying to think of who it is right now, but I can't compose myself. I crashed my flying machine.
I look
911
at
emergency.
Help me, please. I crashed my flying machine.
Okay, where are you at? So do you know where you're at?
I'm in Enchanted Hills. I'm in the desert. Oh,
Okay, what was it that you crashed?
a paramotor.
Let me get you transferred real quick. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, please.
Do not hang up.
Now, you know she put him on hold and said, this guy crashed his flying machine.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
But I got to believe, when he said paraglider, he should have stayed with flying machine.
I
because
agree.
she didn't have any idea what he was talking about.
No, I don't think they have a department for that. She's like, that didn't help me. I don't know where to send you.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q 101.
Well, here we go. Pixies, Modest Mouse. They've been touring. Modest Mouth? I said Modest Mouth. Pixies and Modest Mouse have been touring, I think, for about 2 decades together, it feels like. They like each other. They keep touring together. It's great. And this
They
show.
sound so whimsical together.
Yeah.
It's just fun. I want to wear a fairy dress at the show.
I think you should.
I just feel like a fairy.
Which is ironically, that song being at the end of Fight Club, and the lead guy's girl in there.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it.
I don't know what you're about to say. I don't get it.
I can't say it now because I'll ruin the movie for
Is there
Case.
like a pixie? I don't remember that.
No, but there's the girl
Is
wears
there a
like
Modest Mouse?
the goth girl in there wears like fairy dresses throughout the whole movie, pretty much.
Oh, is that all you're saying?
That's a spoiler. That's not really a big spoiler. But Case needs to see Fight Club
What someone's wearing? Why
Yeah.
is that a spoiler?
because the Pixie song
Earmuffs case.
Where Is My Mind is played at the end of the movie. Into the right.
I don't remember that.
And that is a incredible pivotal scene to the credits, and that song makes perfect sense for the end of Fight Club.
because everyone dies.
I thought everybody had CTE because it was Fight Club. They were asking, where is my mind?
That's why you thought the song was in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a sad song.
Yeah, there's a big tie in there that you made with that fairy dress comment there, Kenzie. And now, unfortunately, Case hasn't seen Fight Club, so it's on the list, everybody, for the movies, the big movies that Case hasn't seen. But in the meantime, Sarah, have you seen Fight Club?
Oh, absolutely. And the fairy dress wearing girl is Helena Bonham Carter. She's such an awesome actor.
Good job, Helena Bonham Carter. Couldn't remember her name in that
Well,
movie.
thank God that wasn't a trivia question.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like you got a live one here. Kenzie, be ready. Tell us something about yourself real quick, Sarah.
I'm really good at playing pool.
Oh, that's
I thought
cool.
you were going to say trivia.
It's good to hear
Yeah, I
that
absolutely love it.
an old school thing like pool, there's still someone working to be good at it, and that's awesome. You could probably hustle some people in a bar, right?
That's the goal. If I can get a free drink.
Well, you're a girl, so
Should be pretty easy.
already there, honey bunny, you know?
And just say,
It's one of the perks that we get for being treated like horribly by men everywhere else, you know?
that's a broad statement there.
Well, I didn't say all men.
You kind of, it sounded like you were saying all men. In the case,
There's a lot of them.
I think you should be happy to enjoy your free drinks.
Now you sound like Diddy.
now that's another big leap. Saying cases like Diddy.
Yeah, they sold out.
All right, Brian, let's play some trivia.
Let's do it. First
Yeah,
one.
before I get hit in the face by Case.
First 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point, and you can do the same to her. Call heads or tails right now. Sarah?
Tails.
It's heads.
Kenzie wins again.
Kenzie wins.
Well, I mean.
Here comes a drink.
Okay.
Get you a drink here. All right, here we go, Kenzie. Question number 1. Who hosted The Tonight Show for only 7 months before relinquishing it back to Jay Leno?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien's right. What a travesty
I-
that was.
Made me really dislike Jay Leno the way that whole thing went down. Ridiculous.
He kind of didn't give him breathing room. He kind of just couldn't. You know
You
what? I'm
think?
sorry I gave it up. I kind of want it back, and Conan is the best.
Jay Leno should have been a lead singer because he retired so many times and decided to tour again.
Jay Leno could be the frontman of Kiss.
There you go.
Very easily. Sarah, question number 1 for you. What does David Blaine do for a living?
He's a magician.
He's a magician. Back to Kenzie. The Thrilla in Manila was an event for which sport? Big sporting event in history. Thrilla in Manila.
It was a real event. Thrilla in Manila.
Big time sporting event.
Was it a rap battle?
It was not a rap battle. That would have been amazing if it was. Do you know, Sarah?
Is it breakdancing?
Breakdancing. Nope. Just a big boxing event. That's all it was.
Like a whole documentary about it.
Oh, well, obviously you haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's a good watch. It's a good, interesting thing that happened with Muhammad Ali back in the day. Huge fight. Thrilla in Manila.
Thrilla Manila?
I wish it was breakdancing, though. I love where Sarah's
I wish
head's
it was
at.
both. I wish it was breakdancing and a rap battle.
1-1 back to Sarah.
Sarah, which insurance company promotes the slogan, "You're in good hands"?
Allstate.
Allstate is right. 2-1. To Kenzie, what social network started everyone with a friend named Tom?
MySpace.
MySpace is right. Tom is retired nicely with about $50 million from MySpace, and he's a photographer now. You can follow him on Twitter. Like, he actually just puts up pictures. Like, instead of trying to do the next thing, he said, screw it. I'm done. I'm going to retire. I did MySpace. I'm done. I did it a perfection, and I'm out. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people would have said, like, well, I'm going to do the next thing now, and then they fail at a whole bunch of things, but they have so much money, they're still good. He just said, screw it. I'm done.
Everybody's a photographer now. Randy Johnson, King Griffey Jr., Tom from MySpace, they're all professional photographers.
Your brother?
That's right.
But he didn't do, like, anything first. He was a photographer all the way through. And he's one of the best in the business. He's one of the best photographers, but he didn't, you know, hit a bird with a pitch.
No, he
like
did
Randy
not.
Johnson did.
That's a shame.
I know.
2-2 back to Sarah.
Sarah, what band performed the songs like this, such as Sleep Now in the Fire and Take the Power Back? What band?
Oh.
3, 2.
I don't know.
Guess a band? Any band? No. You can always guess. You can always guess. You never know. Kenzie, do you know?
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine is right. Yeah.
Case be talking about him.
That's true. A band I do be talking about.
He be talking about him.
Good band. And 3-2 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what animal has been called the poor man's cow?
The poor man's cow?
Yeah. This animal's called the poor man's cow.
I don't know, like a donkey?
Donkey, good guess. Not right. Sarah, do you know?
A goat?
A goat is right.
Wow.
A goat is the poor man's cow.
Goat is delicious. You ever eaten goat?
Never eaten goat.
It is delicious.
It's very good.
You've eaten goat, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try anything once.
Hey!
Sarah's cool like that.
Great. Now Case is going to save your number.
3-3 back to Sarah.
So I heard what you've been doing with that goat. How about going out with me? All right, who's this now? Sarah?
Sarah's question,
Who
3-3.
is this?
Sarah's
What is-
question. In what state would you find Muscle Beach?
This will be in New Jersey?
Nope. Kenzie, do you know?
California.
California's right.
But I know what you're thinking of. Sarah, are you thinking of, because the quote that came to mind when he asked that question was like, oh my God, there's gorillas everywhere. Like when Snooki said that during Memorial Day weekend.
Oh.
Or she's like, just heads everywhere. It was so funny. You're lying.
Also, don't sleep on the Jersey Shore vacation series. It's amazing.
Yeah, Sammy and Ronnie.
Ronnie
in one
Are
house.
they dating again? Can they?
Well, do you want to do a spoiler for a Jersey Shore?
Yes, because I'm not going to try to watch it. My baby hates the show.
What, your baby hates Jersey Shore?
Yeah, he just wants to watch Coco Melon. He's ruining it for me. I'm like, but I don't know what's happening with Sammy and Ronnie. You're not listening to me.
Ronnie comes back on the show. First they get Sammy Sweetheart back on the show.
Yes, which was like, oh my God, finally.
Yeah, the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
That's
Period.
right. And then they bring Ronnie back, and they milk it for a couple episodes of what happens, and they get back, but they are not back together at all.
But
because
are they fighting about all the old stuff?
they don't get as much as I was hoping for.
Oh.
They kind of have this kind of wall up, and they're just staying separate in the group. But then there leads to more drama from Dina. Big drama from
Why
Dina.
does Dina hook up with Ronnie?
No, but she throws shit. She hates Sammy because I know way too much about this. Okay, so she brings Sammy back to the show. It doesn't feel Sammy appreciates her enough. She said, I got that girl a house because she got her back on the Jersey Shore shows.
Yeah.
And she feels like Sammy doesn't give her enough respect. And I don't like myself anymore because I know so much about Jersey Shore right now.
But there's no Ron drama?
There's not as much as you'd think. There was drama in the buildup of them coming back to meet for face-to-face the first time, but then there was no real big drama. But the funny thing was, there was one funny thing.
Everyone just needs to relax because I want to know what happens and my baby won't let me watch it.
Sarah, are you okay pausing here in the show for a second?
Sure.
Okay. So they bring Ronnie back, and the whole group is there in the house. And he goes up and he gives everybody a hug. And then he comes to Sammy, and he kind of just goes, sup.
And what did Sammy do?
She kind of just gave this look like
who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but it would have been, then Paulie D says, well, why did you hug everybody? Because then you left her hanging. You should have just said hi.
You should not have hugged everybody.
You hugged everybody and made it awkward.
You just made it bad.
Yeah. And then Mike said, no, I'm not going to keep going. I'm done.
No, what did Mike do?
This sounds like Brian Phillips' History of Alternative, but it's Jersey Shore instead.
This is way more important. I don't care what anybody says.
Sarah, don't hang up.
This is my childhood.
Sarah, don't hang up. So then Mike's situation, okay.
What do you say?
So he reaches out to Vinny, and then he stokes the whole thing because he knows it's going to be on camera. He says, I'm trying to bring peace to everybody because he's a good, peaceful guy now.
He is. He's really found himself.
He went through jail, tax evasion, drugs, all this stuff.
You know what it was? It was because, he was so skinny before. He must have been hungry because now he eats a lot and he's a way better person. I think he just needed a snack.
On the vacation show, he eats like every challenge they can do.
I know he loves to eat because he doesn't really drink.
Now, I do have to clarify something. You said it was Dina starting drama. It's not Dina, it's Angelina. The text line is...
Angelina sucks.
Oh, that's right, Angelina.
I was so surprised that one of the meatballs was the problem. Angelina makes sense. Angelina's an issue.
My bad. It was Angelina.
Got her back on the show. Who does Angelina think she is? You don't even belong in the crew.
Well...
She has the audacity to say that?
This is the whole crux of the thing. You see, this is the whole problem.
How dare Angelina even open her mouth to the originals? Oh, my God. I'm so upset. God, I hate Angelina. I'm upset about her existence all over again. Unbelievable. Did she hook up with Ron? Because I'd kill her. Did she hook up with Ron? Does Angelina hook up with Ron?
So when Ron came back, you know what I'm going to do?
Okay.
Sarah, you just get the tickets. We're done. We're done.
Sarah, put her on hold because I need to tell me what happened.
Sarah, you get the tickets.
Yeah, you're going to win.
You were losing, but you get the tickets. I don't care. You sat through all that.
But remember where we were because I want you to tell me.
I will recap the entire finale for you, Kenzie.
Oh, thank God. Let's go to commercial or something.
Sarah, thank God. You're going to see the Pixies and Modest Mouse.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, we love you, yeah.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.